We are here in Toronto in the office from Cuoro Resources, and I have Marc Cernovitch with me. Marc, thank you for taking time that you have us here for a short interview and to get some information about what happened with Cuoro Resources in the past. And the shareholders really would like to know what further things going on for 2013.
Thank you, Stefan. In 2012, we primarily focused on our Santa Elena property, which is a VMS project. VMS deposits are polymetallic in nature. They contain both base metals and precious metals. They always occur in clusters. Typically, you will have, a minimum of 8 to 10 deposits within a small radius. Okay. In our case, the metals are primarily copper and very high-grade copper near surface. So we drilled a total of 25,000 meters during 2012. It was a successful program in that we discovered 2 distinct deposits, very high-grade copper, in and around 2% copper, very near surface, but unfortunately they are small. Okay. And we don't have a 43101 estimate, but it's not big enough to make it worthwhile at this point, and we figure they are, just internally in and around plus or minus million tons. Mm-hmm. And with VMS districts, what happens is, you have 8 or 10 deposits together. 80% of your metal content within a district will be in 1 or 2 large deposits. Okay. So now we need to continue with the exploration and drilling to try and find the large deposits. The area that we were focused on last year represents about 10% of the total property. We are just completing a geochemical sampling program over the entire property that has been completed, and we've also completed a geophysical, an airborne VTEM geophysical program over the entire property as well. And we are just waiting on that final data. Mm-hmm. We have had some preliminary information, and we have somewhere between 6 and 9 new targets to test. That's not bad. And at this point in time, we're waiting for our environmental permits, or rather our water permits, to be able to drill, which we are expecting, in the next month or 2. And then we will start to drill again, and we will systematically test each one of those targets in priority of importance, and hopefully make another discovery this year, and hopefully a big one.
That would be nice. Yeah. Do you have still enough money in the bank to do all these drillings?
Yes, we have more than enough money in the bank for this year's program. The first phase of this program is just going to be drilling 1, 2, maybe 3 holes into each target to see if they're mineralized. The first phase of this exploration program, the budget will be maybe $1.5 million. Okay. And we have plus or minus $8 million in the bank, and we've been implementing some very serious cost-cutting measures as well. Okay. Even though we have a good bank account, these are difficult times for exploration companies, and we need to conserve that money very well.
Especially in that time right now, yeah, to raise some more money, it's very difficult.
Very difficult.
So that means that you are not going to head for looking some more money right now in the bad market. You don't need it.
No, we don't need it.
How much do we have to pay there for the drill cost?
Per meter?
Yes, per meter. How high are they?
You're looking all in drilling costs of in and around $200 a meter, $250 a meter. Okay. That's what we were spending last year. There are many more rigs available now because less people are doing exploration. Yes. I know that we went to tender and had 5 different drilling companies bid on this project. The costs are going to be significantly cheaper than what we were paying last year, but I haven't seen the results of those yet. Mm-hmm. Our Vice President of Exploration, Ian Kelso, is responsible for that. But I do know it is cheaper. I just don't know exactly how much.
And one more question. We hear every time that there was, again, some capturing going on in Colombia, but that was on the north part and the border from Venezuela. So where's your property? Is it on a safe part from Colombia?
We're very, I mean, there are security issues in Colombia, but as you said, it's highly regional dependent. You know, there are some areas that are safe and there are some areas that are not safe. Our property, not only for security, but for infrastructure, could not be in a better location. We are 140 kilometers northeast of Medellin.
Okay.
So we can drive to the property. We don't have to take planes and helicopters.
It saves you money as well.
We have a paved road directly to the gate of the property. Within the region, there are three hydroelectric dams and facilities within a few kilometer radius. So we have plenty of electricity. I mean, from the deposit, from the property, you can see a substation that we can tie into. And because of all of this infrastructure, there is a military base just down the road from us, about a kilometer away. So we have no security concerns. It's a very safe area. Relatively in Colombia.
Yeah, I have been there several times and I feel safe because I was also around this area. And when can we expect some action going on the property?
Within the next few months, as soon as we get the permits, we will, I mean, the first announcements will be, we should have some announcements out in the next few weeks talking about the results of the geochem and the geophysical results, identifying our targets that we will drill this year. And then as soon as we have our water permits, we will start drilling again, which I estimate will be within the next 2 months or so.
Okay, thanks a lot for all this information. I see that Cuoro is in a very good place. There's enough money, infrastructure is there, you save money, and I hope we will get some good results out of that in 2013.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Marc, thanks for the interview.
Thank you.